off while you're talking.
Okay. Everybody can see, right?
No.
Oh, no, you can't see. Okay, well, hold on. Good afternoon, my name is Audrey, and today I'm going to be presenting on one of the first 8 modules in the homeschool science curriculum, Apologias Exploring Creation with Physical Science. I will be elaborating on module number 8. In module number 8, the author had talked about different kinds of weather and how to predict the weather. In this presentation, I will be talking about the 5 main ideas of the module. Those topics are in the following order: precipitation, thunderstorms, tornadoes, hurricanes, and how to predict the weather. The first idea I would like to talk about is precipitation. According to Apologia's Exploring Creation with Physical Science textbook, the definition of precipitation is the result of fallen water vapor from the atmosphere. Precipitation comes in different forms, such as rain, which is right over here, sleet, snow, hail, and drizzle. The most common form is rain. In the book, it goes on to explain how special scientists who research weather, these are known as meteorologists, have no clue how clouds produce the rain that fall from our sky. Those scientists have come up with 2 theories to explain the dilemma. The first theory is known as the Bergeron process, that is right here. The main idea of the Bergeron process is the belief that rain is created in cold clouds. Over here, the picture that I got, it used a snowflake for an example instead of rain. So this is a snowflake when it's younger, and then as it grows, it becomes the big snowflake, and then it falls down. The second theory is the collision-coalescence process. This theory explains that many water droplets are on clouds. The water droplets supposedly have been condensed on the cloud condensation nuclei. So over here, this is the wind, and you have a large cloud droplet, and all of the navy blue dots are small cloud droplets. Then these small cloud droplets come to the bigger raindrop, and there's more wind. Then the raindrop becomes way too big to the point where it breaks due to the instability. As it breaks apart, it forms other raindrops. Dew and frost are not technically a form of precipitation, but the book talks about dew and frost. This is another way that water vapor falls from the atmosphere. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, the definition of dew is, quote, moisture condensed upon the surfaces of cool bodies, especially at night, end quote. Dew forms near the surface of the earth. This is only if the air is cool enough. Once the dew is formed at the right temperature, there is something called the dew point. Dew points are the temperature at which a vapor, such as water in this case, begins or would begin to condense. This again is from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Now I'm going to just tell you what frost is. Frost is simply this: it is frozen dew, but the definition I have says it is simply a covering of minuet ice crystals on a cold surface. This again is from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. We are now going to move on to thunderstorms. A simple definition of a thunderstorm comes from the Merriam-Webster dictionary: a storm accompanied by lightning and thunder. I'm going to talk about the process of a normal thunderstorm. All thunderstorms start with an updraft. According to Apologia's textbook that we use this year, the definition of updraft is the current of rising air. So right here, this is a little bit of an updraft with the red arrows, and then with the blue, I'll just tell you already, these are the downdrafts. Once the updraft starts to rise, the air will cool down. Then the updraft starts to grow stronger by sucking in warm and moist air into the atmosphere. This produces a rapidly growing cumulus cloud. Once the stage is called the cumulus stage. This stage does not last for a long time. The clouds grow in a massive way to the point where they end up reaching the troposphere. The clouds then turn into an anvil shape. The water droplets become too large for the updraft to support. The next stage we fall to is the mature stage. This is the halfway mark of the thunderstorm. A mature stage contains heavy rain, thunder, lightning, strong winds, and sometimes hail. I have illustrated the mature stage right over here. The rain normally causes the downdrafts in a thunderstorm. Downdrafts are so powerful they can end up reaching 170 miles per hour. This is more damaging than a normal tornado. The stage takes less than 30 minutes. Once the time is up, the storm moves into its final stage, the dissipation stage. During this part, the rain length has shortened and downdrafts are less powerful. The rain eventually stops and the storm ends. This section of the module has a lot of information on thunderstorms. Due to time, I am not able to cover it all, but if you would like to read more about thunderstorms, then I encourage you to read Apologia's Exploring Creation with Physical Science, Module 8. I'm going to talk about tornadoes. Tornadoes are, according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, a violent, destructive, whirling wind accompanied by a funnel-shaped cloud that progresses in a narrow path over the land. There are different kinds of tornadoes, such as waterspouts and dust devils. They can develop anywhere. The most common area where tornadoes form are in the Mississippi Valley and the eastern Great Plains of the United States.